Yeah, I saw yesterday the greatest Tesla advertisement ever. Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb. To me, it actually could have been the greatest car advertisement ever. Let me tell you why it was great. There was car advertisements. Think about them over the years. Now they got the usual ones where you buy your significant other a Mercedes because of Christmas and all this. None of those commercials ever. If I watched them, paid attention, glanced at them, made me actually think I have to go out. I want to go buy one of those cars. What was Ford for a while? They had their Bob Seger, like a rock. No, you keep pulling on those tear strings, America. None of that stuff was like, yeah, I've got to go out and buy a Ford. Nah. But yesterday, I have to say, if I was in the market, if I was deciding right now, if I was saying what type of electric vehicle I wanted to buy, and I'm looking at what they're offering from GM and BMW and Mercedes and whatever it may be, it would be hands down after yesterday's performance by Elon Musk. It would be a Tesla. If you didn't hear about this yesterday, Elon Musk is at the New York Times Deal Book Conference. A lot of CEOs and executives interviewed by Andrew Ross Sorkin. And he silenced a room of big libs, elites. And they were talking about the efforts to basically go after X, Twitter. He said, if someone wants to blackmail me with advertising, they can go F themselves. Yeah, he said it at the Deal Book Conference. Go watch the video. He was basically the various different companies out there basically talking about this retweet that he put out of what was a so-called anti-Semitic comment. He actually went after Bob Iger. Yeah, actually went after him. And he said to all these companies that pulled advertising from Twitter, and talking about the advertising boycott is going to kill X. He says, don't advertise. If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go blank yourself. Go blank yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. But Andrew Ross, he steps in and he's like, well, it could, kill the company. And what does that mean? And he's like, well, he says the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company. The whole earth will know, and we'll document it in great detail. And then Sorkin replied, those advertisers will say, we didn't kill the company, to which Musk cuts him off. Oh, yeah, tell that to Earth, and let's see how Earth responds to that. And he actually talked about the retweet there. And he said, he was sorry for the post. It wasn't, it was misconstrued. And he said it was one of the dumbest posts he ever did. And he's been trying to clarify 6 ways from Sunday. But it's obvious that I'm far from being anti-Semitic. In fact, I'm philo-Semitic. And he clarified once again the thought process behind his retweet. What I was saying was that it was unwise to support groups that want your annihilation. Again, he talked about his trip to Israel, just got back, and he said it wasn't an apology tour. He says, I have no problem being hated. Let the chips fall where they may. I won't tap dance to prove I am trustworthy. If you want to send satellites to space, SpaceX sends 80% of all mass into orbit this year. You want to buy an EV? Tesla makes the best cars in the world. It doesn't matter what you think of him. I've done more for the environment than any single human on Earth. And again, this is one of the best lines there. And I appreciate this because, I'm not buying a Tesla, but if I was in the market for an EV, I would. What I care about is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. F them. It was, again, I wish if more CEOs actually had that type. Jamie Dimon does to some degree. Yeah, it's much easier to support their businesses. This is a guy, again, who's built some things and created some things and has been extraordinarily successful. He is not going with the elites and the conventional wisdom at the time. Therefore, they're trying to destroy him, plain and simple. And you know what? He doesn't care. To me, it's quite refreshing. WatchDog on WallStreet.com.